up, yes. Need something?
What jerseys you want?
What about some orange? Yeah.
He doesn't play for that team, dumbass.
Oh yeah.
Get it right, Nick. We'll do it. That one. Yeah, we can do it that one. Yeah, that's fine.
What broke
Still theme one. Do not like their rotation. I do like the Kyle Gibson because he's a good fielder. I might go with Gibson. I could go Martin Perez. Good fielding or good power catching? Damn. You going against Ryan.
Broadcasting live from Houston, Texas, where the retractable roof of Minute Maid Park is closed. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Minnesota Twins and the Houston Astros. Stay tuned for Astros baseball next. Zach Greinke, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. Dan, please, Zach, what do you got?
Hey, when you look up the word dependability in the dictionary, that's what this guy, you'll find a picture of this guy. Career ERA just under 3.5, and that's saying quite a lot in the high-scoring games that we see in baseball going on right now. Real solid pitcher, controls the running game, controls the strike zone, and more importantly, he knows how to get deep into the 6th, 7th, and 8th inning. Solid pitcher, and he'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
In there at the knees, strike one.
You don't never use Garrett Cole.
First pitch.
I don't know why.
7 o'clock.
Bias.
The windup and the 0-1. Strike two, swinging just out in front of the slider. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fouled straight back. Check swing and a quick appeal down to third, but Darryl Parker says he did not go around. It's ball one. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more.
Now that is the way you want to start a game on the road. He comes out swinging and stands at second as the first base runner of the night. Now we'll see if his teammates can pick him up and if they can punch first.
Now time is marked out by the home plate umpire. In now, Jorge Polanco. A ball and no strikes. Greinke, a previous member of the Diamondbacks organization. He came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
The 1-0 delivery. Nope. Just off the outside as he can't catch the corner. Polanco, switch hitter, and he is considered among the best. He's got a solid swing from both sides, and at least in terms of making contact, there isn't a big drop-off against a righty or a left-hander on the mound.
Yeah, Matty, I think a lot has to do with the fact that this guy plays with the big part of the field. He is not pot committed to pulling the baseball or going the other way. He stays through the middle of the field. He keeps everything working towards the big part, and it serves him well from both sides of the plate.
Hey, after giving up that extra base hit right there, I love the fact that he came back with much better location, much better execution. That might have woke him up.
And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit. It's going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
The designated hitter, Nelson Cruz.
Into the box now, Nelson Cruz. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going.
Bomber too.
Here's the first pitch now from Greinke. And a fastball in the dirt, but it's blocked nicely as he keeps it in front of him. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Greinke ready now. The 1-1. Slider is in there, and now it's 1-2. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or you're still looking for the double play ball?
Well, man, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone. But if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan.
And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, Matt, keep an eye on that number 2 spot. You can bet the opposition spent a decent amount of time crafting a game plan to stop this guy, because as he goes, so goes the team. You stop him, you've got a chance to win. You don't, you're probably going to lose.
Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire.
This guy loves to drop the head on those pitches down and in. I'm shocked he went in there, but he's able to jump ahead and get away with it.
And it's quickly 0-2. Here it comes, 0-2. And another foul ball. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
That's a good but risky take there on 0-2. Some umpires have no problem ringing you up on a pitch that close.
The 1-2. Good job going down and hanging with it that time. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Coming to the plate now, Miguel Sano. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Drilled on the ground to short. Gets dirty and gloves it. Wow. The defense on display on this beautiful diving stop at short. It's on to the bottom of the first. No score on the show.
Oh, you called it out.
Kyle Gibson is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Minnesota. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, one of the things you look for in a pitcher, Matty, is movement on the fastball. And this guy has great run on his fastball. What does that mean? On his arm side, when he throws, the ball has it looks almost like a cutter. It has this little sweeping action. What it does, it keeps the hitters from hitting it off the barrel of bat. A very effective pitch, but a very difficult pitch to command.
George Springer is at the plate as he watches ball one. Now the 1-0. The swing and a miss, strike one. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike two.
Classic case right there of an off-speed pitch, and that hitter's eyes lit up and that front shoulder went flying. He's got to find a way to keep that thing tucked and play with the big part of the field.
There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Back goes Rosario. It's up and out of here into the archways. A solo home run here off the bat of George Springer, and the Astros take a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, we always talk about how important it is to spot your starter or run it to early in the game, and he does just that, blasting a no-doubt bomb that serves notice. They're going to be swinging with the wood here. No better way to get the home crowd into it right out of the gates.
Digging in now, Jose Altuve. He took home the Silver Slugger Award in the American League a year ago. Now here's the pitch. Hit hard down the right field line, but that's a foul ball. And now pitch on the way. Tried to pull that one back, but he couldn't do it, and it's 0-2 now. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Base is empty here with nobody out. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. Mark, what do you have on this group in front of the home crowd tonight?
Matty, this lineup's got to be willing to adjust. They cannot stay staunch and try and pull everything, or there will be a ton of ground ball and weak fly ball contact. They have to be willing to use line to line to get this done today.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball one. Career against Kyle Gibson. He has 9 base hits in 26 at-bats. He's taken him deep once. The 1-0. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. And set up working the plate is Matthew Ross as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Well, D-Row, you better be ready to swing. With Matt Ross behind the dish, big zone.
Yeah, you know coming into this one, you better pull the trigger. If something's close, Matt Ross is going to punch your ticket.
3 balls and a strike to Houston's left fielder. Strike taken. Good bender on the outside there. Fastball, strike three called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
This tells me a lot about this guy. He's done a real nice job bouncing back from that home run to strike out the next 2 guys. Sometimes you're going to get taken deep, but it's all about how you respond that really matters.
Yeah, so that was on you.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Late swing there on the changeup. Couldn't make up his mind, I guess. It's strike 2.
Hey, nice job of bouncing back after the leadoff homer. 2 quick outs after the bomb, and he's got a chance to get out of this.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Astros off and running on the solo homer. We'll head to the top of the second. It's now 1-0 Houston. At the plate, number 2. He readies for his first plate appearance.
The second baseman, number 2.
Here's the first pitch to him. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
That's why this guy is great. Never misses over the heart of the plate. He's got electric stuff, but pinpoint control to all 4 quadrants.
A ball and a strike now. The 1-1 home. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
That's the perfect pitch after you've just brushed a guy back. The hitter probably isn't sitting up there thinking you're going to flip something soft up there.
Here's Greinke's 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Here he comes again, 1-2. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just...
Meanwhile now, this is a fair ball down the line in left, and that ought to be good for extra bases. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
Now that's the way you answer. They're down 1-0 already, but he laces a double and puts himself in the scoring position. That'll get the dugout fired up and excited to punch back.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
This is a perfect example of why the slider is such a great pitch and such a dangerous pitch, too. Sometimes it moves so much that you just lose control of it. This one runs way too far in, and the hitter is standing on first as a result.
So striding in, C.J. Cron, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. A ball and a strike. First and second here with nobody out. 2 balls and a strike to C.J. Cron.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
2-2 now. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone.
Time for a look at the Houston Astros on D. And can we focus on George Springer, one of the more dynamic outfielders in our sport? He will leave his feet. He's got a cannon for an arm, not afraid to dive in and say hi to the fans if a ball's going near there, too. Do not test this guy's arm.
He's set, and the pitch. in the dirt, and now let's see. The throw will go to third, and the runners will stay put here on ball one. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Now both runners are breaking. In there. Now the throw. Oh, and it's off target, and he'll be safe at third.
And to me, they just can't let guys get lead like that, especially knowing that the guy behind the plate isn't known for his arm. Here he swipes third, and they just kind of gave it to him.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Oh, and a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. And he fouls this one off. Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2.
Good take right there. He's given him a great battle with guys in scoring position. We'll see who's going to win this duel.
And a pitch takes off inside and gets away. Throw to the plate. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score. And would you believe the tying run comes in to score on a wild pitch? Man, oh man. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 8th pitch of the at-bat. Gonzalez stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. Swung on in the dirt. Strike 3. And the throw is made to record the second out of the inning.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Ball game. Ready for another chance. Max Kepler. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First offering on its way. And he starts him out with one high and tight. Ball one. Now a check swing on the pitch inside, but he definitely broke the plane, and that's the first strike.
Oh, fuck.
The 1-2. Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. And they'll have to play this out around the 362 sign. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
He's been making it look real easy out there. 2 at-bats, 2 doubles. They might want to think about pitching around him the next time he steps in, because he looks locked in for this one.
From the stretch. And a pitch takes off inside, and it gets away. And no advance. It's ball 1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. A bouncer up the middle. And this gets right through him, and that may be a run. And that's going to plate the runner from second, as this is now a 3-1 ball game.
He took that bat right where it came from. Nice ribby knock right up the chute there.
You're a little bit frustrating as a pitcher. You know, you always hear that, hey, you want to make yourself one of the defenders, but that ball was hit just out of his reach, right up the middle, base hit, and another run batted in.
Nelson Cruz is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. The 1-0.
Nope, that's out.
Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. High and deep to right. Back goes Reddick to the track. Gone.
Let's go.
A 2-run dinger off the bat of Nelson Cruz as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
Man, he should have put a bow on that pitch, because it was an absolute gift. You could see that he caught too much of the plate, and the hitter caught too much of the ball. Sayonara. See you next time.
Into the box, Eddie Rosario. And he hits it hard to the right side. Throw in time for the 3rd out, but it certainly took a while as the inning is finally over. So if forward now is the DH, number 44. He'll take his first hacks here.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Now a hard liner. Foul. The 1-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one.
That was a nasty pitcher's pitch right there. Most guys strike out on that one. He was able to scramble at a little bit and give him another chance, and hopefully this pitcher misses over the heart of the plate.
Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Liner in there for a base hit.
Batting 6.
Here's Carlos Correa now.
Carlos Correa.
Now a bluff here as he steps off to look him back at first. First pitch of the at-bat. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Correa, who's sometimes called Show-Rea, he was selected in the first round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel, career against Kyle Gibson. He's a .333 hitter. He also has 1 home run. First offering on its way. Slider laid off for a ball.
This is absolutely a huge spot right here. They have to find a way to get something out of this half inning. I don't care if it's 1 run or 2 runs. You have to find a way to at least give yourself a little shot of confidence that you can get back into this one.
And a fastball runs a bit inside. He's down 2-0.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
3-0 now.
Your offense goes out and gives you a 4-run cushion. You have to find a way to stop struggling, compose yourself, and get your mechanics on point. It'd be a shame to let this one slip away.
The 3-0. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Gonzalez is over to his left as he snags this one for the first out of the inning.
Hey guys, let's take a look at the Twins on defense. And one of the main backbones for them out on the field today is the guy behind the dish. He controls the entire flow of the game, manipulates the pitching staff, gets them through the game, and not only that, completely shuts down a runner.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Fastball called for strike 2. The 0-2 pitch. Back up the middle.
Turn it.
Played on the backhand.
Beautiful.
And a flip for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Astros lead 1. They're down here 5-1. And we're back in Houston. Welcome back to Minute Maid Park as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Not only have they already put up a bunch of runs on the board, but they've also made the opposing starter work very hard. His pitch count is high, so it seems they'll be getting into the bullpen sooner rather than later.
All right, Heidi, thank you. First pitch coming. Here it is. That one's right down the middle for a strike with the fastball.
He's been getting lit up all game, and there's a common denominator. He keeps missing right down the middle of the plate. Case in point with that last one.
And he comes back with a pitch that misses here. 1-1 to the Minnesota third baseman.
You got the patrol artist, so you're supposed to be pinpoint shit.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Over at the knees, and that's the second strike.
I think getting the leadoff man in every inning is important as a pitcher. When you're coming off an inning that you really labored through, it makes all the difference mentally.
Here now the 2-2. Is a whip and a miss. He struck him out.
I knew it was going to come in strike.
I think that curveball is a big reason why he's able to turn things around in this start after a rough beginning. It's got some good bite to it. So that tells me he's doing a nice job of snapping it off out front. Really finishing that pitch like you're supposed to.
Line towards center field. Springer is there. 2 gone.
The right fielder, number 9.
Striding in once again, Marwin Gonzalez. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that misses for ball 1.
I like that 60 pitches. Almost not even in Get into that bullpen.
Ball and 2 strikes to count now with the bases empty and 2 away. He'll try again. 1-2. A bouncer to the left side. On to the first baseman, Gurriel, and that will end the inning. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They lead this one, though, 5-1. Stepping in is Josh Reddick as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
The right fielder, Josh Reddick.
First pitch on its way. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. Sano scoops it up. Throw on to first in time. 1 away.
The center fielder,
so it's back to the top
4
of the order now. And former World Series MVP George Springer bats next.
The last at bat, Nettie D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Gets him looking. Strike 3.
flat out locked him up with the changeup right there.
Now
Usually
batter.
you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. No balls and a strike to count. Gibson gets the sign, coming at him with the 0-1. High in the air into shallow left center. Kepler's on the move, but the left fielder calls him off and makes the catch. And the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. They're down 5-1. Here's C.J. Cron now. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Wind up and the 0-1. Line to the right side. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
And they've had some good at-bats against him all game long. It seems like it's just been hard hit after hard hit. As we take a look at his line here, the numbers do not lie. This has not been one of his better outings, and he'd be the first to tell you that.
4-1. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. And it's belted high and deep into right center. And he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's 6-1. And he is out trying for 2 bases, but credit him with a single and an RBI here. Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the outfielder Max Kepler. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
One of the big keys to pitching well is getting ahead early on, and it's been far from that for this guy so far. Less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. 6 runs, 7 hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. In under the hands with a fastball. It's 1-2. Lined is short, but gobbled up there, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
I think he's a goal for it,
Digging in for Polanco. He singled his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Great curveball there. Really fooled him with that one. That pitch was so slow it barely registered on the radar gun.
Yeah, Matt, we don't see too many pitches crawling to the plate like that, especially these days. That can be a really tough pitch for a hitter to wait back on.
Oh, and ouch, that one drilled him.
Yes,
and he'll get in there safely. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg, and that is his plant leg, which is always a concern, but from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue.
Fucking Frankie's dying, so.
Ready to take his hacks again. Nelson Cruz, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Let's go.
And after that head scratcher, everybody's going to be safe.
Now batting, left fielder, Eddie Rosario.
Now at the plate, Eddie Rosario. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Looking to minimize the damage here. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Next pitch will be an even 80 so far for Greinke. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
You chase a pitch that bad outside the zone, you got to find a way to regroup, adjust the batting gloves. Only look over the heart of those 17 inches.
Fouled away.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin the win if he starts looking for it in there.
And that's in there. Base hit. And a good throw will wind up holding that runner at third, so the bases become loaded now with two gone.
Third baseman, Miguel.
Here's Miguel Sano. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt. Down 5, another run across.
Start.
First pitch on its way. And a feeble swing that time. It's 0-1.
Hey, I love the aggressiveness right here and wanting to be a hero. But this is where you got to tell yourself to relax a little bit. I had an old coach tell me one time, when the bases are loaded, just concern yourself with getting the guy in from third.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Belted high in the air out to left.
Give me that one, baby. Give me that one, baby.
It's a grand slam. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Man, that has to hurt. He was one pitch away from getting out of the inning without the wheels coming completely off. But guess what? Now this thing is stripped and on blocks.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. You'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
Or you got to throw a strike.
The 1-0
so you
misses.
So you got to guess where this release point
This
is.
offense is absolutely feasting on these count leverage situations. If he's going to have any chance of feeling good about his effort tonight, this pitcher has got to get back in the strike zone.
Yeah, when you give up a lot of runs like that, his confidence is going to go down.
Love the pitch
and
call
lose
there.
that yellow
2-0.
bar.
You know the
So it's gonna
guy's
make it
geared
even
up for a
harder for him to
fastball, and
pitch. So
you
got to
drop
call
a
a mound
changeup
visit
in the
for the
zone.
guy to
That's
boost him
going to
back
be a
up,
tough pitch to
get his
handle.
confidence back. So
Already
that's why I say that
24
confidence
pitches to
bar
this point in the
pitching.
inning. Can't connect there. It's 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah. I thought it was going to come in, curve, and hit that corner.
This is lifted out to left. Brantley is under it, and the inning is over. So they put up a big number in the inning as 5 crossed the plate. And this was the biggie here, the grand slam home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the Twins 10 and the Astros 1. Here's Michael Brantley. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
The left fielder, Michael Brantley.
Here comes the first pitch. Swing, and he pops him up. Sano in foul ground, but this will land untouched. The windup and the 0-1. A bouncer to the left side. Sano is there. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1. So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Alex Bregman. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Here's the first pitch to him. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
He's been doing a nice job out there.
Somebody moved
the
the
deeper you
controller.
get into the game,
That's
the
Nick.
more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
Standing in now, number 44. High in the air out to center field. Kepler's there for it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Astros go down 1-2-3. They're down 9. It's 10-1. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Marwin Gonzalez comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Marwin Gonzalez.
Joe Smith gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball. It's 2-0 to Marwin Gonzalez.
Not a great spot to be in right here, 2-0, but I'm not so sure why he's pitching this guy so cautiously. A bottom of the order guy you don't normally see getting pitched like this.
Now the 2-1. Swing and a liner. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And this will find the wall deep in the corner. And now gracious, just getting the ball back into the infield is becoming a problem. And he will make it up to third base, as that is a gift there off of what was a terrible throw.
Man, this is a perfect summary of how the game has gone for him. They haven't been able to hit, catch, or throw all game long. In fact, they should just throw a 10 over this thing, because this has become a 3-ring circus.
From the belt, kicks and deals. And that's in there for strike 1. Gonzalez at third with nobody out. Slider, good 2-strike pitch, but it misses. 1-2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Classic slider, down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Jason Castro, the catcher, is in, and he puts it on the ground to second. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
And here with the infield back, they were giving him the run on a ground ball, so he just takes advantage of that and drives the run home. Good approach.
First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. But a foul ball here, 0-1.
Kind of knew that was
coming. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. 2 out, nobody on. Slapped hard the opposite way. And he will make the catch just shy of the track, and the inning is over. So 1 run, 1 hit, 2 costly errors, and no one left. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Twins are in front, 11-1. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Astros manager A.J. Hinch between innings specifically about his club's offense to this point. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
All right, thanks, Heidi. And that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon. So the Astros put a man aboard to get the inning underway.
Now batting.
All right, let's see if that leadoff single gets them going right now. They've taken it on the chin for most of this game, being a little passive at the plate in their approach. Let's see if that starts them off and they start to go more ambush tactics.
First offering on its way. So a rather weak start to the at-bat as he misses badly there. It's 0-1. A runner at first with no outs here. Hit sharply but foul down the right side.
It's good contact.
Ready with the 0-2. Inside as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. Now a throw over, back in standing. Nobody out, runner on first.
You never know. Some people have done it on me before.
They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Oh, I love watching a pitcher that can run a good hard fastball in on a guy's hands and completely lock him up. That's such a tough pitch to do anything with. If you can locate your fastball there consistently, you're going to have a lot of success as a pitcher.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Strike 2 swinging just out in front of the slider. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row. But both of those sliders back-to-back were so good, I might just go ahead and try to throw another one.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Robinson Chirinos becomes the 2nd out in the bottom of the 5th. Gibson comes set. First pitch on the way. Grounder down the line at 3rd. This gets foul. It's 0-1. The 0-1 delivery. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
That's not the foul.
You know, they finally get the leadoff runner on. It would be sad to watch him waste this opportunity. Somebody's got to come through with a base hit.
Popped him up. Crone shading to his right. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. Now at the plate, Jorge Polanco. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning.
Jorge Polanco.
He's set. Here it comes. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
If you know you got a real patient hitter at the plate, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here, attacking the zone 0-0 and getting ahead.
The 1-1. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
I thought it was going to be a little bit more inside.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Digging in, Nelson Cruz. He reached base on an error and later came around to score last time up. Sinkers in there, no balls and a strike.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
The number 4 Minnesota hitter, Eddie Rosario. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. He's set. Here's the 0-1. As anticipated, here's a ground ball down to the right side. Well, he has some trouble with it. Ready once again, Miguel Sano. In terms of previous meetings with Joe Smith, he's 1 for 3. He'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. And it's fouled away. Rosario is off at first with 2 away. Fastball not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike. And this one is over, and he works the count back to 2-2.
I was expecting that.
The 2-2. Hard hit ball to second. On to the first baseman, Gurriel, and that will end the inning. Twins wind up stranding 1, but they're on up. Here's George Springer. He'll lead it off as we start the home 6th.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
0-1 the count.
I know it goes without saying, but the best pitch in baseball is getting ahead with a first pitch strike. That's why this guy's been able to stay in this game, pounding the zone.
Behind 0-2 now.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
And he chased it in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Springer is retired, and there's 1 away.
Up next for the Astros.
1 away for the Astros here in the 6th. And striding in the speedy second baseman, Jose Altuve.
I don't know. You got to blame Nick on that. He hit the home run off me.
First pitch swinging here, and he doesn't get much of it as it's sent towards
especially that shit outside strike zone. He just fucking knocked that shit. You can say all the shit all you want to.
And that one got through something.
These guys are pros and they're tough. But I know that one hurt. He'll never show it though. Too much pride at stake.
I've been perfect in the strike zone. I ain't hit nobody all game.
He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll 2.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Runners on first with 1 down. Line drive to left. And that'll get down for a base hit. And they've got the runner trapped in a hot box between second and third now.
Oh.
And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single. And a wide throw as this one gets by him at the bag.
Look at him fight to stay inside that baseball and push it in the 5.5 hole. That's the Tony Gwynn.
I fucked up real bad. I was waiting for the shit to just go through, and I just saw that shit just move. I said, "Wait, what the fuck?"
Stepping in now,
I'm trying to cancel my throw.
as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball one.
Man, he certainly got him protecting the plate right there. He almost got him to go around on that slider right there. I would not be surprised if he goes fishing a little bit further outside.
And this runs in on him, hits him in fact, but he swings through it anyway. It's 1-1. The 1-1 is taken for strike two. He struck him out the third time he's fanned in the game. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his third tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Gone into the upper deck. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field, but they still face a 7-run deficit. Guys, we've seen 4 big balls between the two teams so far today. What are your impressions of the long ball display we're watching?
Matty V, this is kind of a mini home run derby, D-Roll. Both flying out of the ballpark today.
Just great approaches by both lineups today. We were around the cage during batting practice. Both were super confident, and it's coming to fruition today.
That changeup down the middle. I didn't want that changeup down the middle.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. On the corner at the knees, 0-1. And I'm not sure, but it looks like he may have been blindfolded for that swing. It's 0-2 now.
For the most part, he's looked really locked in at the plate in this game. Not so much on that swing, though.
Slider. Ooh, thought he had him, but it's 1-2.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think he'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in, make him prove he can adjust before you do.
Line to the right side, and he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So they get 3. Digging in to try it again. Number 2. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
Number 2.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Here's a ground ball out to the shortstop, Correa.
Error.
And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Digging in the switch hitter, Marwin Gonzalez. He came across to score after doubling in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at-bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 called. 1 out, nobody on. And now a slider in there for a called 3rd strike, and there are 2 gone now.
Beautiful backdoor slider for the punch out right there, guys. When it's tight like this one was, it looks like a fastball off the plate, then darts back at the corner at the last second. Locked him up completely with that one.
Into the box now, C.J. Cron. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And the pitch. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He is pounding the zone. He's got 2 quick outs. You better pull the trigger.
Nah. Almost. Yeah. Keys. Alright, let's go.
Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Slow roller down the third baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. The 0-2 once more. Oh, this one bounces off the pitcher. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll put an end to the inning. Pretty painless half of the inning, Alt. Tyler Duffy gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home seventh.
Number 21, Tyler Duffy.
Oh, I was so that. I'm trying to end shit.
Next up for the Stros, Yuli Gurriel. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Boy, a check swing on a pitch way out of the zone. Just held up, but boy, as a pitcher, you're hoping that he swings at that one.
Oh, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Oh, wow, that's what they call a jam sandwich. Wow, not much you can do with that pitch that's in tight.
Tried to hold up there, appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. The 2-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Here now the 2-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Yeah. And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter's in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You can just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
No balls and 1 strike. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 0-1 on its way. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. And he looks at one in there, 1-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Here's the pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. The numbers against Tyler Duffy, he's 1 for 2. Behind 0-2 now. Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. High in the air out towards shallow right. Gonzalez waits on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Now to the plate, Jason Castro. He'll start us off in the 8th.
Jason Castro.
Here comes the first pitch. Down and in here, 1 ball, no strikes. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage of it.
You know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. Throw won't get him.
Wow, you think they'd learned their lesson and would pitch around this guy. That's his 3rd extra base hit of the game. This one a triple, and he can seemingly do nothing wrong.
I don't think anything we do.
Ryan Presley comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Ryan Presley.
Into the box, Jorge Polanco. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And this is turning ugly now as this ball's down for extra bases. The relay throw. Now he's safe at third. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
The designated hitter.
This is an easy decision for him to try for third because he has the play right in front of him, so he doesn't have to rely on any of his base coaches. Good decision to keep chugging.
In the dirt and block behind the plate. Polanco takes his lead at third with 1 away. Pitch is way outside, and that's straight to the backstop. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. Aye. 1-2 now as this catches the outer half. And rarely do you see a player of his caliber fooled that badly, but he was tied up in knots that time. 2 away now.
The left fielder, number 7.
Stepping in, Eddie Rosario. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort. A man on third with 2 down. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. So 1-1. Ground ball foul down the left side. The 1-2. Hit hard up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit, and they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Wow, that's a baker's dozen. 13 runs right there, and they can't do anything wrong at the plate. I'm no expert, but I would have to bet that the manager would love to save some of those runs for the next game. Regardless, there's some happy men in that dugout.
From the belt, the pitch. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike one. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out front on the second.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, George Springer. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip.
Yeah, and a borderline call, man. I don't know. I got to feel like he's got to build a rapport with this umpire, this AB. See how far he'll go in or out. He can't allow himself to go down looking again.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Got him. And that's the third time. K next to his name in this one.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there. The straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
First offering on its way. Fouled off. One out, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. And he fouls this one off.
Hey, great job just to be able to foul that one off. In today's game, that's what we're seeing. North-south. Pitchers want to elevate, want to get you out above the zone or below it.
And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Hey, that's a well-executed pitch right there. That might have started middle, but you saw it breaking away to that outer part of the zone. This left-handed batter right here has got two decisions to make. Is he going to ground out to second base all day, or is he going to drive the ball the other way?
And just a masterful job of pitching here as he strikes out the side in order. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. They trail by a bunch. Settling in now, number 2. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line drive to left. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. Around first, digging for 2. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield.
What'd you say?
Some guys just lay back and watch that first pitch go by no matter what. Work the count, make the pitcher waste a few pitches. But when he serves up a fastball like this on the first pitch, it's hard not to go after it. And that's just what he does. He jumped all over it.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. The 0-1 on its way. Hard hit ball towards the hole, and that's through into left, a base hit, and he'll barrel right through the stop sign, headed for the plate. He comes across to score as they extend their lead even further.
Now batting.
Coming to the plate now, CJ Cron.
Yeah, just
Bro, ain't none of us ever scored 13 points in this game since we were playing against each other a long time.
Against Germany and Sean? Oh yeah, when me and you played against Germany and Sean.
Now, time asked for and granted.
the what?
Me and Ace played against you and Sean.
What about?
Didn't me and Ace score like 11 or 12?
Yeah.
Here's you